founder of the newly developed African Center for International Trade and Development, said the center will encourage Nigeria to regulate and advise the sub-regions on how best practices are to be encouraged and businesses to make full use of trade integration within the continent and the rest of the world. CNBC Africa's Umu Ibrahim caught up with Mabanga Tukur, founder of the African Center for International Trade and Development, and asked him why it is important to have such an institution on the continent.
Integration is coming, but only if trade is established. Now, when you establish an institute like this, it becomes an institution. It should be able to give knowledge to people so that you can organize it properly. That's how chambers of commerce develop. The idea of having this institution is to enable deepening the knowledge of trade, encouraging people to do so in a very knowledgeable way. And also, you know, when people have common interests, mutual, it gender peace, it gender unity, and it moves you from this wishing to just come together in terms of sovereignty to really coming together as a people.
Trade integration within the African sub-region is very crucial to the economic development of, the African economy. Now, how does the Institute intend to improve on this?
Through practice. Because when you practice things, you deep on what you want to do. When you understand buying and selling, which we term as trade, is simple. Starting from the barter up to whatever sophistication you arrive at. And if you have an institution like this, you will be able to regulate. You will be able to advise and show people best practices of doing what they intend to do. So by so doing, in fact, through practice, you get improvement. You know, knowledge is by learning, but experience by practice. So you make them get experience through learning.
Now, what inspired you to come up with the idea of this institution, beside the fact that we know it is very important for the growth of the African economy?
I could see that mutual benefit put people together. When they have common interests, you find that they are more likely to work together. They are more likely to see things the same way they should see them, rather than conflict. So that's the reason why I'm encouraged. And I have been the president of the African Business Roundtable, NEPAD Business Group, all that institutions that encourage business, encourage trade, encourage integration are the ones I have been seeing and working within, and I thought that is the best way to get us achieve our objective of African integration.
Now, Nigeria is very keen, to attract foreign investment, but it is hindered, in this quest by security challenges and other infrastructural challenges. Now, in what way do you think this institute, or where does it come in terms of helping the country out of this great challenge?
Really, is the rail on which it will roll, really. Because when people start making business together, you can be sure it means they have got common interests, they have got the common denominator. Now, tell me who would like to invest and would like to damage the chances of that investment making money. So the investment, there can be no peace without that development. So with the trading, you are building development. That will engender peace. And you know that also there cannot be development without that peace. So there are twin brothers, peace and development. And trade mean, in fact, because we are increasing the value all the time. And I always tell them, it's all based on politics, isn't it? Politics is what I call the the platform upon which governance and governments rest. So business is good for politics, politics is good for business. So if you have got these twins working together, you can be sure, and they can work together through an institutions like I'm now suggesting.
Now, trade integration is seen as very important, to the economic growth of a nation. Now, Nigeria is seen as the economic giant of Africa. What does the establishment of this institute mean to the Nigerian economy and Africa as a whole?
By more opening up, at the moment, there are so many protocols. Nigerians today, I don't know Nigerians actually, they are regionalists, because your passport in Nigeria now is e-passport, what they call ECOWAS passport. So they have started already. They don't have to, there are certain products manufactured in their countries, don't attract any duty. So this is the beginning. We hope that that cluster, and if you do a similar thing in the East Africa, if you do the same thing in North Africa and South Africa, you are now bringing these clusters together. Then you create that synergy, which can now help the AU as a culminating body. Like you have now your European Economic Commission. They started with it before they become European Union, really. It's a stimulus trade, actually.